Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Grandad's Little Railway, and my new series of Grandad's Little Railway builds. I could just about say that. Right, so in the last video you saw me building the retail park, which turned out quite rather well, and it was an unexpected bonus for me because it filled that corner. But as I said in that video, that I wanted somebody to go on the other side of the street, and indeed in that video I showed you this, the PN 128 coaching in. There you go. So that's basically what this video is about. I'm going to put this one together. I've had a sneaky look. Okay, now this is with the Metcalfe kits. You get the little diddy ones, which I don't know are them. See, these were about £5 or whatever it was. Then you get the middle range ones, which this is about £10. And then of course you get the bigger ones that are about 8.4 in size, aren't they? Anything from £15 upwards. So this is the middle size one that I'm going to build, and it's the same, coming the same packet size as the station master's house and the platform shelter that I built, and they were fairly simple models, really. There wasn't nothing really anything too complicated about them, and they went together really well, as you've seen if you've seen the videos. But I've had a sneaky look inside this one, and this is definitely a lot more complicated. There's a lot more parts in this one, I can tell you. But I'm not sure where I'm going to go with this. I'll show you why. The camera's not really going to pick it up. But that's the build. That's one of the card bits you get inside, and this part here, which you might be able to make out, I'm not sure, but it's white. Okay, now any of you that have built these models will know what I'm talking about now, because obviously these are printed out on white card, and it looks like white card, if that makes any sense. And the card that you're not going to be able to pick it out is a bit blotchy. It looks dirty, and I don't know where I'm going to go with it. I'm thinking I could either wrap it, but if I do that, I'm going to lose all the coins on the corners and the lintels underneath and above the windows. I'm going to lose all them. Or I could paint it. That might be my option. Just with some maybe some watercolours or whatever, just to give it a bit of colour, a bit of definition. If I ruin it, I will show you, and I'll rebuild it how it's supposed to be. Obviously I'll go out and buy another kit, and I'll do it that way. But yeah, either way I'll show you how it turns out. Okay, so join me as I put together yet another Metcalfe kit. Right, I made a start. Okay, I've had a look for all the parts and the instructions and all that, and the first thing you got to do is you got to put together the windows, and I've had a look at the windows. Again, they come on what I think is, it looks like card, but it's a card sheet of the window frames, like that. Okay, that's the back. Okay, I'll turn it around in a minute, you'll see why. Okay, now I've decided to paint these. Okay, I've decided that I was going to have brown windows, so that's what I've done. I know it looks a bit of a mess, but I've just gone around the window openings and the barge boards and whatnot, and I've just painted it all brown. Okay, so hopefully when the glazing goes behind and this goes behind the wall. All you see is the brown window frames. So hopefully that will turn out, that will look rather nice. Only time will tell on that one. The only thing is, these kits come with a glazing pack. Okay, I'll show you the glazing pack for this. Is that? Okay, most of you have probably all seen one of these before. I don't think I'm going to be able to use this. Now I've painted them, I don't think I'm going to be able to use it, because if you put that behind, you're going to have the brown window frames, and then you can see brown window frames, and then you've got the white frames behind that. I'm not sure that's going to look right. I think it might have to be something like just a clear plastic sheet glazing going behind to make it look right. But we'll see on that one. I'll make me wind up a little bit further on down the line. Right, I know what I've just said about the transparency, the window frames. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with what came with the kit. I'm going to go with the printed option. I'll show you for why. If I pick up one of the windows, I don't know if this is going to show up or not, but you will see that although they've got a wooden surround, which is what it's got on the picture, you know, they've got a windows have got a wooden surround. They've actually got white printed. Hang on, white printed. Can you see that? Yeah, white printed like windows inside the wooden frame. There you go. You see. Now I don't know if in real life a window company would actually do that. I mean, I think it's supposed to look like UPVC windows inside a wooden frame. I don't think they would actually do that in real life. But because of that extra detail there on the, if you like, there's turning 4 windows into 12 basically there. I've decided to go along with the printed option that come with the kit. Right, as I say, I don't know if it's right or wrong for real life, but yeah, that's what I'm going with, so let's carry on. Right, you join me, obviously I'm painting the walls of the first building. I've gone with like a creamy colour. It's going to look more yellowy on the camera screen, but it's sort of a creamy colour. I've just put some masking tape along where they've got the lower lintels, just to create that straight line. Hopefully, I'll just pull it off now, carefully, and what I'll show you the results of what I've done so far. Let's see if this camera will bring it up. Now remember, this is it probably looks a lot better through the naked eye than it does through the camera lens, because the camera lens picks up everything, and I'm working in a funny light. But I did notice early on in the day that when I held it up to the window, it does need another coat. But you can see the direction in which I'm going now. Doing around the coins was challenging on my eyes, to say the least. But yep, I think it's going to work out okay. As I said, either way, I'll let you know. Right, I'm going to carry on. Right, it's now some time later, and as you can see I've got the first building A, completed. Let me just move you about on the camera, reposition you and zoom you in a bit, and we'll take a closer look. There you go. Now let me tell you, this has taken a lot of effort. There's so many parts just in this little bit. What with the windows, painting all the windows, and trying to put the curtains on them as well, and then having to paint the building. It has taken me an age to do this. But I'll just move you around. Here you go. That wall there. That's half painted. Because there's another part of the building going on there, and I'll show you that in a minute. And that beyond's the same. I mean, there's so many little buildings on this, I tell you. But, as I say, for a £10 model, this is it's been a really challenging and fun build, but it has taken a toll on my eyes. I'm trying to paint the walls, and the best light for me to do it in is through the kitchen window in the morning, but it's not very easy to do it there, shall we say. So yeah, but I think it's coming on. I mean, does that? Can we see the curtains? I don't know. Let me just zoom in a little bit and see if we can see. Yeah, I think you can just about, can't you? Yeah. I think the top window there, some of the other top windows, I'm going to black them out. You don't need to have all the bedroom lights on, do we, after all? So right, what I'm going to bring in now is just move that around a little bit more. Move it around. And I will bring in the other building. Let me just see, here it is. There it is. There's the other building. You can see where this part here, this side here, is going to join onto this bit here. Put it there. The windows by the door. There's another little building going to go in front of that. I say building, it's what I suppose it's a lean-to. I don't know. And yeah, that's probably obviously an end wall. Let me just join it together, and I'll show you what it looks like so far. And there you go. Excuse me. As I say, there's another building going on there as well, which I haven't started yet, but I will do now. I've done the same trick of the lights, putting a hole in the floor to put the lights through. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. What you're supposed to do with the curtains, you're supposed to put them on the windows before you put the windows in the building. Unfortunately, I forgot to do that on that building, so I'm going to go and do that now before I move on to the next one. But yeah, I'll just spin it around for you again. There's the back of it, and of course the other building is going to come out here. So yeah, I think that's going to be okay. I do think it's going to be okay. Right, and I don't know if the paint job is showing on here, whether it's good or bad, I don't know. But when this building is complete, I will go over it again with the same colour and try and unify it all over, just to give it, make it look a bit better. But to be honest, as it is now, the naked eye, where it's going on the layout, you're not going to know. But it is a little bit patchy. So there you go, one final look. Right, I'm going to go put my curtains up and carry on with the next build, and I will see you in a bit. Well, I'm just jumping in here because what you got in front of you is building 3, or C as it is in the instructions. This is the third and last part of the main building. It's gone together okay. Windows, the blower windows are in, and it's all looking rather good. Then that goes up against that, but it all goes up against the other building. And you know, it's okay. Except for one thing. Let's have a look inside the archway. Now halfway down there you can see a door. Fine, no problem there. But above it, there's nothing. I don't know why Metcalfe have left it like that. Really and truly, them inner walls should have gone right the way over, from front to back. They should have gone right the way across. I don't know why it's like that. And again, the other side, look, can you see that? Yeah, look, just, I think. The walls go a quarter of the way in, and then for the rest of it, it's just blank card from the tab supports behind the wall. It's daft. Hey, can you see that? So there's one side with the door, and nothing above, and nothing above that side. No, I don't know if I'm gonna. You've actually got to see it. Some layouts, you know, you definitely would. You're not really going to see it on mine, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to paint it. Okay, I'm just going to paint that in so it sort of blends in a little bit, and we will carry on with the build. But as I say, put it back now. I just thought I'd jump in and show you a mistake that Metcalfe made. Well, I don't believe it. Right, anyway, I'm going to carry on. Well, there you go. I'm a little bit further on, and as you can see, building 3 is now in place. There you go, look at that. Let's spin it around so you can see the front. Or the side, or whatever it is. There you go. And I don't know if you can see, I'll move the camera actually so you can, hold on. Indeed, yeah, you can just about make it out of where I've painted that inner wall. There you go. Turn it that way, and you can sort of see that I've painted it. It just blends it in a little bit more. So, it's coming on just nicely, and I'm pleased with it. One more spin round, and right in the corner there, you'll see some white where the buildings haven't quite married up. But once I get some paint in there and maybe some green stuff growing up in the corner, you won't notice. Right, well, I am going to go, and yeah, there is another go. Right, I am going to go now, and I'm going to build another building. There's yet another one that comes out from here, and yeah, I think that's the next step. I can't remember now. It's either that or putting the roofs on, but I might leave that till last, because obviously I've got to put some lights in there yet. But yeah, okay then. Let's see what I can do. Right, as you can see, I've had to put the roof on. That was next on the instructions, and along with the chimney sacks. So I've quickly put the lights in, as you can see by the wires wrapped around it. Hopefully they're going to work okay. But yeah, now the roof is on. Let's spin you around. There you go. What do you think? There. Yeah, it's coming on now. I've just got the finishing touch. That fourth building to do, and then the finishing touches. You know, the chimney pots and the signs and the painting of them white lines, which are now really annoying me because I can see them on the camera. But that'll all be done. Underneath the eaves there, that's white, that'll all be done as well. So there's still, although it looks finished, there's still plenty to do. So I think I might as well get on with it. Let's just leave you a view of the back. There you go. Right then, I will leave it there, and I'll see you when it's all done. Right, we are nearly there. It is nearly complete. Let me zoom you in for a closer look. As I say, it's almost complete. I thought I'd show you what I've done so far, how it's coming along. I've still got the bulge boards to put on underneath the eaves. So I'll do that in a moment. As you can see, it's looking rather smart. I've got some bits and pieces on order. And that includes the chimney pots. Now, I've ordered obviously N-gauge chimney pots. I've got a funny feeling they're going to be a bit on the small side. One thing I've found about doing N-gauge is there's loads of compromises, and some of that is on scale. What I've ordered, the chimney pots are about 5mm high by about 2mm in diameter. So really, when they're on top of that roof, they're just going to look like a couple of little pins up there. On the other buildings, I've had to go with 00. So yeah, I might have to do that with this as well. So let me just reposition the camera a little bit. There's the fourth building, like a little shed affair. I've been around with the paintbrush with me watercolours and painted in all the white lines, as you can see. And that's a corner that the building didn't quite meet up on, and I've painted them obviously matching colour. So it sort of blends in a bit now, doesn't it? It don't look so bad. So yeah, I've also ordered some street lights, you know, the old Victorian style street lights. So I'm waiting for them to come, and I've also ordered to go on this side here, on the street, some bollards from West Hill Wagon Works. So I'm hoping that the lights and the bollards will complete the scene that I'm creating at the back. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with this. I really am. What you may have noticed, the building did come with a card base, a printed card base. Okay. But I've left that off because it made it a little bit awkward to make the scene look how I wanted it to look. When it's all done in place, you'll understand what I mean. But for the time being, you just have to bear with me. So, yeah. The time that little courtyard there is where one of the lights is going to go, and then this side of the pub there's going to be a bit of a beer garden going on. That's the plan anyway. This fourth building, the little shed affair, isn't in the right place as per the instructions. Okay, it was supposed to go on this wall here. Okay, coming out. But I decided not to put it there because I wanted to make the scene this side. So what I've had to do is put it there, and I've actually had to cover up the door. There was a doorway on that corner, and yeah, I've had to cover that up. But yeah, I think it looks okay. I think it's going to look I think it's going to be quite smart. I think it's going to work. That's the main thing. Right. I think it's, you know what? I put this on the layout, roughly where it's going to go. And considering it was only £10, and considering I had to paint it, it looks rather smart. In fact, I think it's going to steal the scene. I'll show you what I mean. If not in this video, certainly in the next. Right, and I'm going to carry on now. I'm going to get the barge boards fitted, and I'll see you a little bit later on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. It's about a week and a half later than the last clip that you just seen. And as you may be able to make out, the chimney pots have arrived. They don't look too bad actually. I painted them sort of terracotta colour, and I think I'll live with them for now. I've got to order another pack because one, when I cut it off, the spear went flying across the living room, and I've got no way of finding that. And as you can see, one chimney stack hasn't got any. But yeah, for all intents and purposes, it's finished. Now what I'm going to do, I'll reposition you and zoom you in, and we'll round on the turntable, and yeah, you can have a closer look. Well, that's roughly where it's going to go. As you can see, I've put a little bit of I've got the rest of the road down now. Not down properly. There's a bit of a lump, bit of a jump there actually. But I put a car or a lorry over that, no one knows. And there's some car parking bays now in front of where it is. And it's on one. I've placed it on top of one of Metcalfe's cobbled street affairs. And yeah, it's looking quite nice. It's looking. I like it. I'm just going to reposition you again. There you go. That's another side view there, and you see what I mean by steering the shade. It just stands out, doesn't it? Yeah, it's zoom you in. About there. Yeah. So, as I say, what do you think? I think it's turned out rather well, considering I had to paint it. And it took a lot of effort. We're going around all the corner groins and archway groins, and yeah, it's for a £10 model. Yeah, honestly, I had so much fun doing it. Yeah, you can't go wrong. You just cannot go wrong with it. As I say, I've still got to finish this scene around the back. Let's see, because there's nothing there yet, but that won't take me long. And as I say, I'm waiting for the bollards and the street lights that I ordered to go around the pub, and they're going to be, I reckon, another couple of weeks probably. So because obviously it's not wired up yet. But you know, because there's no point if I'm going to take it up and redo it for the street lights. There's no point wiring it up to the main board yet. So I have to wait for that one, I'm afraid. But trust me, the lights are in there. What I think I'm going to do is, I've done a few of these builds now, but obviously there's been other work going on the layout itself, which I haven't shown. So maybe I'll do a little update when it's all wired up and a bit more scenery's gone on. I'll do a bit of an update and let you all catch up with what I've been doing. That sounds like a bit of a plan, actually. So until then, my friends, I'm going to call it a day. Please consider liking and subscribing. I've received a lot of new subscribers over the last few weeks, and it's really helped my channel out. So yeah, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you all again next time, folks. Okay then, bye for now. Bye.